Hello, God's people. Today's topic is true love's balance. In all things, there must be a balance, especially with love. Now, a lot of people, they look at love the wrong way. So let's look at where the imbalance is in love. Properly diagnose it, and then we can try and cure the problem. This is a societal problem, and this is an inward problem with many people in the world today. The imbalance is usually there's two types of love, and rarely both in a relationship. It's one or the other most of the time. It's either a love where they're constantly correcting the person, they're constantly berating them, they're constantly trying to make them a better person by telling them how they need to change. That is a good thing, but not alone. It needs to be paired with something else, something gentler, something kinder, sweeter, more nurturing. That love is nurturing love. But nurturing love alone can also be damaging, while the sort of love that corrects a person, that makes them feel inferior, it brings them down. It makes them feel less than who they are. And without that nurturing love, it's almost detrimental to the individual, to how they feel about themselves, their self-esteem. But nurturing love alone, well, that can spoil a person. That can make them feel entitled. That can make them feel overly comfortable with the world around them and complacent. But a balance of those two things, now that's stepping towards true love. Because in different circumstances, a different type of love is required to truly help a person. I'll give you an example. If there was, say, a homeless person who was a drug addict, was asking you money for food, one person who would give solely the nurturing love would give that drug addict cash. Now, it is the easiest thing to do. If you were to give them something, you had nothing else on you, oh, let's give them some cash. They'll be okay. They want food, they can go buy themselves some food. But it turns out that's not what they were going to buy. And maybe that's not the type of love that they needed. Maybe they did need a correcting love, but they didn't need somebody to come up to them and tell them what a piece of garbage they were in life, or how bad they were at living itself. Perhaps that's not what they needed either. Perhaps what they needed was a balance between the two. Someone who was wise enough to know that that person could have used that money incorrectly. Someone who could have used that money to buy drugs and chose instead to use their own money to buy them food. They wanted money to buy food. Then just buy them some food. You're feeding them, and at the same time, consider this. While that person is asking for the ability to buy food, maybe it would be better to give them the opportunity to work for it, to earn it. Because at the same time as giving them what they need, that nurturing love, you're showing them how to achieve it with that correcting love. That's what the Ecumenical Order of Christ does. And if ever you would ask, what sort of love is this? That you may not comprehend at the time, you may not understand why we do things the way we do. Well, we're trying to create a balance. We're trying to show you true love. Because truly, we do love you. And we want you to live the way that our Lord wants us to live. But at the same time, as holding your hand and guiding you through this process, we won't always carry you through it. You need to walk the path yourself to truly learn. And I hope you understand I hope you see the truth of this. And I hope you truly learn to love each other fairly, equally, in balance, and in truth. I love you. I'll see you soon.